Hello, welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. My name is Rory Graham and I'm your host, and today I have the pleasure of having with me Luke Downing from Mode 5 in Norfolk, Virginia. Good morning.
Thank you for having us, Roy. Good morning.
Why don't we just start with an overview of what is Mode 5?
So Mode 5 is an IT outsourcer, and we work with small businesses throughout Virginia. A lot of our clients are here where we started. We started in the Ghent neighborhood of Norfolk, and we handle IT for our clients really soup to nuts. So we handle their proactive planning, what their IT is going to look like over the next 3 years. We do all the maintenance and security for the networks, backups. We do the support center work, so if people are having an issue, we help them resolve issues, and really just try to take IT off of their plate so they can focus on the vision of their business. We specialize in IT, so folks that are doctors or attorneys can focus on taking care of their clients, and we'll handle the IT portion.
So what size businesses is this? It sounds like probably a medium or large type business?
Yeah, it depends who you ask. Microsoft defines small businesses as 1,000 employees or something, right? But for us, we have clients as small as 5 employees or computer users up to 200. So we really serve a wide variety of clients. Most of our clients don't have internal IT staff. Some of our clients do have internal IT staff, and in that case, we'll work with them as well.
So how did you get started in this?
Well,
business?
My business partner and I built the IT infrastructure for the previous business, and we both are big fans of helping people. So we thought, hey, we can do this, and as every naive business owner probably does.
I know where you're going.
We started a business, and we were 22 years old, and it was a really good experience. We learned very quickly over the first 10 years or so that running a business is very different than being good at something like IT, so it's been a fun experience. But we just had this real passion of helping businesses with technology, because a lot of businesses at the time, and really still now, it's not a focus of theirs. So our goal is to really help manage that for them and do it right.
Well, we were talking about, before the interview, we were talking about core values and how important that is to the culture in your company. So that kind of goes along with that, right?
Culture and core values is a big thing for us. We really do a lot of our decision making around our core values. It could be resolving an issue internally, it could be coaching one of our team members, but we have posters all over our office with our mission, vision, and core values, and we really use those as a guidepost on decision making and treating our clients right and treating our employees right. Okay,
so let's talk about the solutions that Mode 5 offers to their clients. So let's get a little more specific about that. So what do you offer?
Sure. So we have a few different offerings, baseline offering to clients. We do our managed IT services offering, which is really managing your network that's on premises, computers, servers, backup, security. We do all the maintenance, patch management, antivirus management, backup management, monitoring. A lot of what we do is try to prevent problems. So our tools are pretty sophisticated, and they're able to report back to us and say, hey, you might have a potential issue here. Fix that so it doesn't result in downtime or lost data or security issues for the client. So that's a big part of what we do, is really managing the network, being proactive, making plans. Here's when you need to replace these certain things to stay current. We have advanced security services, so we can tell if there's an attack on a network. We can block websites that are harmful. There's all kinds of things that go into that. We do a lot. Part of that is backing up to the cloud and make sure all the data is safe. That's probably the number one thing we do, is making sure the data is safe and securing the network. We also do cloud services, so we can fully host a network. If a company doesn't want any server infrastructure or any data residing locally, we can do that. We have other add-on services as well. We can do spam filtering. We can do security services, backup services as an add-on as well. So there's a lot of things that we do in that. The other thing is one of our core values is innovation. So we're constantly adding different services into what we do.
I think you have to nowadays. Yeah.
Exactly. And so what we try to do is really include everything that a client's going to need. For example, we used to offer antivirus and things like that separately. Now we just include all of it because everybody needs that. And so over the years, what we've included in our offerings has grown quite a bit. And we're really focused on growing the security area of our business, and as new technologies evolve, really making sure that we're doing our due diligence to learn what those technologies are, how they can help our clients and solve a business need, and make sure the client is taking advantage of everything that they have at their disposal.
Well, my next question was, why would someone want to have a company like you manage their IT? I think you just told us.
Oh.
So, I mean, that is why. I mean, all those services that you offer, that takes a lot off the company's plate.
That's very true. Our big thing is we want to add value. And some of the simple stuff like renewing antivirus subscriptions or doing patch management, security, those types of things, they sound simple, but when we go and look at potential clients' networks, we see that there's a lot of gaps. Mm-hmm. And so what our job is to explain what those risks are, explain how either we can minimize risk for a client, whether it's an attack, or maybe we see that not all someone's data is being backed up, or it's not being backed up out of the office in case there's a fire. Our job is to say, hey, these are some things we can do for you and give you the real peace of mind about that. But there is a real ROI on things like downtime, the security issues and attacks that have been getting much more sophisticated result in real cost. Downtime for several days, lost data. There's a lot of examples of that with, for example, like what's happened in Atlanta or with the NHS in the UK, where they had old machines or machines that weren't patched properly, and then they created really multi-million-dollar issues for those organizations. So there is a real advantage from a return on investment perspective to work with us. And then at the end of the day, like I said, we just want to save our clients time. Mm-hmm. We specialize in this so that our clients that are nonprofits or doctors or attorneys or government contractors, they can focus on what they do, and we can handle the IT.
Okay, and so what sets you apart from other IT companies in the area?
I think our core values, our first core value is service. We constantly think about how we can serve our clients better, and in this day and age, it used to be an assumption that customer service was important, but sometimes you walk into some businesses and I'm not so sure. So really the service piece is really important. We want to put our clients first. Also our employees, we really want to treat our employees well and make sure that they're happy, because they can't treat our clients well if they're not really happy at work. And then integrity is our second core value. We do things the right way. We use that to make decisions. Is this the integrity decision for our company? And even if that costs us money sometimes, we're going to do the right thing for the client. You know, the third core value is commitment. So if we have a client that has an issue, we will work all weekend. We've had a lot of examples where we'll stay up all night, we'll work all weekend to make sure that we can minimize an impact to a client. Fortunately, that's rare because we prevent a lot of that stuff, but sometimes it does happen. Yeah. So the commitment is just really high at our company and just growing. We're in a knowledge economy, we need to keep learning, and so that's a big thing. And then innovation, what can we do with new services and technologies to help our customers as well, and then growth. You know, we believe that as a company, if we're not growing, we're dying. And so we're constantly thinking how we can grow as a company, how we can grow as people, and how that can help our clients or potential clients down the road. Let's
talk about threats that you hear about. Hopefully haven't actually experienced, but a lot of us in business world have heard about threats. There's ransomware, and there's all these things out there, just phishing schemes and things like that. So you work to protect against those as well, right?
We do, and our marketing coordinator who helped set this up, Tiana, puts on a security webinar pretty regularly where we talk about a lot of these issues. But I think for a lot of years, companies have felt like security is a best practice, but it's not really something I need to worry about because no one cares about my small business. What a lot of businesses don't realize is that a lot of the attacks are at small businesses. It's not because someone's picking them out. It's that these attacks are sent out en masse. And so a lot of times the attacks are initiated by an end user in the office. And so a lot of small businesses, a high percentage of cybersecurity attacks hit these small businesses. So
right.
Everyone has to be aware of it and protect themselves. And it doesn't matter if you're 10 users or 10,000. If your business is at risk of losing all of your data because of a crypto attack, you're going to be just as upset, and that's going to impact your business a lot. So we have designed our services to prevent this as much as possible. And if something does happen, we want to be able to quickly restore from backup. But there's the security issues, the security risks have dramatically increased over the years. And so it's a big part of everything that we do is making sure that we can protect our clients' network regardless of size. We want to prevent those in the first place, and if it does happen, we want to recover quickly.
So I guess one of the, I'm just assuming that one of the pieces of advice you'd have for business owners is to back up all their data.
Yes. Yes, yeah. That is, in our company meetings internally, we talk about this a lot. That's the most important thing that we do, is make sure that we back up the data. We have a human being test restore every backup that we do every single month, even though we have reports that tell us it's working or it isn't, because we feel so strongly about it. And the cryptoware attacks have been a big game changer in security in the last 10 years because, one, it can happen to anyone, and two, what happens is either they get in through an open port or some security hole, or an end user initiates it, but it basically encrypts all the data on the network, or at least a large portion of it, and then they ransom you and say, hey, pay me this money in bitcoins. The interesting thing is that some of these were written several years ago, and bitcoins weren't that much money. So now bitcoins are really expensive, so it can be very pricey, and sometimes these hackers have closed up shop. So you may not even be able to decrypt all the data. So in situations, some of these high-profile situations, you're looking at big organizations, and sometimes small, that are facing losing all of their data, and that is something that we don't want to see happen to a client. So we work very hard to protect that.
Okay. All right, so now someone's interested and they contact you, they call or go to your website. We'll have that information up there. So what's the process?
Well, the first thing that we do is one, absolutely go to our website or call us at 757-628-TECH. We will do an assessment. We'll come out and meet the office or meet with your team at your office. We do a needs analysis that's no cost. We will run a scan on the network, which generates several reports that the company can keep, whether they work with us or not. And there's a lot of valuable data in there about potential risks and inventory. And then once we ask, really, it's about the company. So we'll ask them what the challenges they are having are, what their needs are, and then we come back to the office, think about how we can help them, and go out and present. We're not a high-pressure company, so we just really want to make sure we're the right fit for them, and if we are, great, and if not, then they have a good series of network audits that
Sounds
they can
like you can't lose, with that offer.
I think so.
Yes, okay. All right. Well, if you have a company and you'd like your IT checked out, you want a second opinion, or you want an opinion of where you stand in the IT world, you can call Luke and or contact them through their website, and their information is at the end of this video. It's also at the bottom of this page, and I wish you a great deal of success. And you've been around a while, so I'm sure you're going to continue doing great.
Thank you, Roy, and
it's
likewise.
very interesting talking to you.
Likewise. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Likewise.